Hi, welcome to this special session on placements and internships if you are in college. It could be any technical institution that comes under AICTE, or it could even be any college that comes under any university across the country. One of the important changes that is taking place is the thrust by the policy makers, including the HRD ministry, AICTE, UGC, and all other stakeholders. How do we make our graduating youth more industry ready with real world skills and with real world problem solving capabilities? So अगर आप सेकेंड ईयर में, थर्ड ईयर में हैं इंजीनियरिंग में, या इवन फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड ईयर ऑफ कॉलेज में हैं, और फाइनल ईयर ऑफ कॉलेज या इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज टेक्नोलॉजी यूनिवर्सिटी में हैं, और अगर आप इंटर्नशिप्स और प्लेसमेंट्स की ओर देख रहे हैं तो आपके लिए बहुत मायने रखेगा. लेट मी गो अहेड एंड टेक यू थ्रू दिस. I think if you are a student, one of the first things that I would encourage you to do is to become a free subscribed member at Aspiration.ai. This is a platform that's available to you free of cost to get started, and you can fill up your details, your scores, upload your application forms, which can go and be available to a large number of internships givers, placements giving companies, which I will cover in the next few slides. So just remember to note this down and then go and get yourself enrolled on this free platform immediately. These are some of the companies that you might more than recognize. हो सकता है कि इन कंपनियों में से कुछ ऐसे हों जो आपके ड्रीम कंपनीज है, whether it's a Kotak or an Asian Paints or a Bajaj or a Tata Capital or a Paytm or any of these top ranking companies. If you again go and look up our website, you will find that there are over 135 companies already that are looking to recruit from this newly imagined campus to corporate connect initiative that we have taken up, and we are starting off with placements and internships. तो अगर आप मशीन लर्निंग जानते हैं, AI प्रोग्रामिंग कर सकते हैं, कोडिंग करते हैं, तो चाहे TCS हो, Paytm हो, many of those companies that you see on this website that I'm going to show you, you can go and you can start applying to them straight away, regardless of where your campus is, how many companies come to your campus, and whether your college has got a relationship with them or not. You can get onto it from tomorrow. So what are we talking about? I think the important and exciting thing which is happening is, Tata Consultancy Services has a division called TCS iON. You would be knowing about them. They conduct most of the assessments that happen in India now. They have come up with their test, which is called Common Corporate Qualifier Test. So it's their IP, and CL and TCS iON have joined hands through an MOU where we are their official training partners for the CCQT. and what CCQT is, how do you apply, what are the benefits, and how do you ace CCQT. That's what this session is all about. If you're looking at any of those 135 plus companies today, and we aim together to take it to about 1,000 companies in the next 1 year. So just to again let you know, I want you to pay attention to the URL here. www.careerlauncher.com/CCQT. Okay, as I said, 134 corporates, get started with these. So what is CCQT? See, the way a CLAT is a common admission test to get into any of the leading management schools in the country, one of the initiatives, perhaps it is likely to be the first in the world, which is happening in India, and that's being done by TCS iON, is to come up with a Common Corporate Qualifier Test. So it's now taking care of the anxiety or the need of a corporate to assess the capabilities of a candidate by doing a test that is done at an arm's length by someone like TCS iON, and based on the performance of yours in this test, you are going to get shortlisted by the companies. So what does it include? Take a look at this. We are talking about stage 1 having a 90-minute test, and which covers all of these. These are all mandatory. You know, you're going to check your general awareness, you're going to check your English usage, check your reasoning ability, check your quantitative ability. It might sound a little funny or too close to a lot of other competitive exams that you might be taking, and there is a common underlying reason why these are tested. If you're going to be a professional in the modern era, if you aspire to be a manager or a leader in an organization, you need 3 skills or 3 areas of reasonable amount of competence. 1, do you have the ability to sift through the numbers, basic being data smart, number smart, and make meaning out of it, which is what quantitative ability is all about. Number 2 is language and reasoning smart. Reasoning could be in the cusp of language and quant. कि आपको थोड़ा बहुत क्लास 10th तक का गणित आता है, आप ठीक ठाक तरीके से अंग्रेजी समझ सकते हैं, और इन दोनों के सहारे आप रीजनिंग के प्रॉब्लम्स भी सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. So this is one part, and the other part is you live in a real world, which means you need to have a good understanding of the general knowledge, awareness about the society, the country, the state, the economy that you are a part of. So that's the part 1, 90-minute test, as you can see, of CCQT, and part number 2 is a little bit of an optional IT section, which is going to be used for in companies that ask for little bit of technology quotient, information technology quotient, and those are from programming concepts, coding, and a little bit more specialized. It's getting started with blockchain, but you will find that as we move forward, we will add more sections to it in the assessment as well as in the preparation of CCQT campus recruitment exercise that you will undergo. Who is eligible? Look at it as 2, regardless of yeah. So if you are in the final year of graduation, it's high time that you did it. Ideally, if you are in your penultimate year of undergrad program, whether it's engineering or non-engineering, you should have taken it. Which means, अगर आप engineering कर रहे हैं, B.Tech, BE वगैरह, तो आपको third year में ज़रूर ले लेना चाहिए, which actually means if you finish it by the 5th semester and you start working on it in the 6th semester, your applications are beginning to hit the corporates on their dashboards, you are at a very good place. If you are in your BSc or a BCom or a BA or a BBA, you have to do it in your second year of graduation. Again, penultimate here. Okay. However, for those of you who are also looking at internships, best place to get started is by the time you get your second semester, you must have started to using this website, the Aspiration.ai or the CCQT, and get familiar and begin to prepare for this path of crossing the campus to corporate bridge. And the first step is to crack a very good internship. Okay, take a look at this. Take a look at how do you get noticed, which is to apply, to have your dashboards visible to them. आपके performances कैसे रहे हैं, आपके mock tests कैसे रहे हैं, are you regular in your various tests that are being prescribed to you. That's one way, and apply and get noticed by the corporates. Second is to take the actual test and qualify. Between the two is a very important training bridge. That's what we are trying to cover together as partners, because applying is one part, qualifying is another part. The more important thing is there is a rush or there is a competition for talent. And on the other hand, among the students, there is competition to get to the best brand. So imagine if you're looking at a company in the future which is extremely aspirational, and if that is part of the CCQT recruiting companies in 6 months time, 12 months time, 18 months time. And when I say this, the kinds of companies that are possible are any of those that you can imagine. Then you have to figure among the top percentile, top 1 percentile, 2 percentile, 3 percentile to make the cut. So being there is one, qualifying is two, but the desirable is, are you among the top talent identified? And if you know it or not, the internal version of CCQT, which, and this is a public knowledge, NQT that was done by TCS, which they used for their own recruitment, was taken by more than 2.75 lakh students, and about 60,000 plus were recruited by TCS for their own internal needs. The chances are that CCQT over the next year or 2 years is likely to be taken by more than 500,000, maybe 1 million students. It is also likely, it might be looking a little distant right now, but it is also likely that this becomes the standard test for students across countries, because it's administered in English, it covers general awareness, it covers quant, it covers logical reasoning, it covers language proficiency. So हो सकता है कि engineering colleges के बच्चे from NTU, Singapore, top university in Taiwan, top university in Dubai or Sri Lanka or Philippines or other countries will get on. So this is a democratized talent identification platform for the corporates. And if you are smart, if you are focused, now the college that you belong to need not be a handicap. You could be in a university that's in an interior Tamil Nadu or in the northeast where many companies don't come. It doesn't matter anymore. So just make sure that you not only get noticed, but you qualify with flying colors, and then see if you can become an integral part of this success story of CCQT recruitments over the next year or two. The first one is that people who are going to graduate in the April, May, June of this year 2019. How to ace it? Because the battle for talent is only going to get intensified, and with newer skills that are needed, the talent hunt is going to get a lot more intense. So look at this. There are various ways. If you are reasonably comfortable that you can crack all of those because you're preparing for various exams, whether it is a GATE or a CAT or a civil services or whatever, maybe you feel confident. But here it's not about qualifying, it's about being in the top 1 percentile, 2 percentile, 5 percentile. Okay, so look at all the ways in which we are wanting to train the CCQT applicants. So you have a ability to access all the content. Membership is valid for a year, mock tests, the coaching for the CCQT exam, personality development program for soft skills, communication, English speaking, presentation skills. These are all very important now that the corporates are looking for. Okay, doing mock interviews using video technology, which means you don't have to travel. You stay at your home, you stay in your hostel or a dorm, and you take the interview, record it, submit it. It comes to an assessing team. They will assess your interviews and give feedback to you, and then you can work on it and then take another one after some time. Face-to-face interviews also. So you can choose what works for you. There is a fully loaded pack, and then there is a just the test series. Whatever works for you, you can do that. And if you are able to, or if you wish to combine this with this preparation, perhaps it makes it even better, not only in terms of momentum but also in terms of price, the fee that you end up saving because of the combo that you take. If you look at the platform where you will get all these services, okay, you get it on the aspiration.ai. This is a placement zone. If you click here, you will go in. I'll show you that. If you're keen on internships, you go fill it up there. Again, companies can see. Some of you might be interested in setting up startups or doing research or adding machine learning skills, adding personality. This is an ever-growing services zone for you. And if you go here and click, this is where you get into. This is your zone. It talks about finding the best placement in India. You fill it all up and submit it, and as it kind of gathers more and more information and data, and you get to a point, you are ready then to take the CCQT as an exam, or ye sara information, CCQT scores at various terms and conditions would be available to the companies that will be interested to you, and they can see it on their dashboard basis the permission that we give them, and they can reach out, set up your interviews. We will do the interview processing for you and then take you to the corporates. We are looking at a bunch of corporations that come through CCQT, and as we evolve and add more and more corporates, you will find that there are going to be additional tests that might happen specific to a particular industry. For example, you see that we already have an optional test if you are looking at technology or IT industry. But imagine if you are interested to become an investment banker, there could be separate optional tests that could happen. So automobile, if you are a mechanical engineer, your area of interest is any of the auto sector companies, we could have a specific auto industry related screening test. So we could add additional tests as we move forward to make the recruitment process much more robust. It is also likely that by the time you get to this taking these tests, we could also add some of the functional tests. For example, if you're keen in sales and marketing, we could add a small aptitude test on sales and marketing. If you're interested in finance, if you're interested in ops, if you're interested in HR. So there is a general test that is mandatory. There are industry vertical tests that could get added, and there could be functional horizontal tests that could get added. Okay, so be aware of this. कोशिश करें कि इस particular wave of reimagining the corporate campus connect using internships, using placements, and using innovation. This is underway, and if you are a student in any college, if you are a student volunteer in your college's placement cell, internship cell, entrepreneurship cell, you know where to reach out. These are the two websites that you might want to reach out: Aspiration AI or careerlauncher.com/CCQT. This is for placements, this is for innovation, this is for all put together in on one platform. Okay? Thank you very much. You know how to get connected with us on email. We wish you the very best for your placement season 2019, and those of you who are looking at placement season 2020, it's not too early. It's time to get started for that as well now. If you're a student volunteer or an administrator in a college or a university, it's even better that you hop onto this platform and make it a great, democratized and technology backbone led, enabled placement infrastructure that you create at the click of a button and get going. Thank you very much.